Yay.
Right? We'll see.
Okay, so
Right now it's a little trippy. Check your encoder settings, keyframe interval recommended 2. Uh, this would be a good for those of you who may actually be witnessing this live right now, just know that we're testing out the live with Restream. So this is live on Instagram and on Facebook and on what was the other one? YouTube, of course. um, let's take a moment to rename ourselves.
I
So
don't know if we're live on. Trying to see. I don't know if we're live on Instagram.
do 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 do. Yeah, I don't see anything coming up, but let me double check. Owl Echo. So entertaining. Oh my word.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I'm not seeing anything come up live on Owl Echo. Now for the real
Oh,
test.
look.
Sure.
I think I can start the live on Instagram.
Does say
There we
stream.
go. We're live on Instagram now.
Okay. So I'm looking for
There we
uh
go. We're live on Instagram now. Look, it looks funny though. Why is it so zoomed in? Okay.
I have no idea. Hold on. You said it's live now. Let me switch over and see what I this is gonna be so trippy. Okay. So right now, because we're streaming through Zoom, it's gonna switch between us like Zoom does.
Mhm.
Oh, that's interesting. I have joined the room as myself, watching my company, watching
Oh, that's
us.
interesting.
This is so trippy.
Mhm.
Okay. Uh, thank you guys for your patience as we figure out this multi-stream live stream thing. Okay. Actually, the other thing I want to figure out is so I think the other thing to note is that if we do it this way, and neither of us is going to be monitoring the comment section, but Raven might be able to. I feel like the best way for her to monitor it would be like on YouTube Live and let everything else kind of be watch only. Um, right?
Yes. Or I can also on my end um like right now I can see who's on it and I can see the comments from my desktop.
Mhm.
So I can also help with monitoring.
Make host. Really wish there. I was gonna pin yours, but I feel like pinning doesn't. I'm gonna see if I can get our pictures to be like side by side or something by pinning. Yeah, it's not because right now we're pinned together and it's not doing the thing. Uh, it's so weird to hear it after it plays. Okay. You know what else I want to do is check Facebook because I have a page there and it should be streaming to the Facebook and it should be streaming to LinkedIn as well. Oh, that's not where it's streaming because of the lack of people. My apologies. I forgot. LinkedIn, however. Do 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 do. Join Karen Ross live video event. That's so funny. Okay, so the frame, it's the full size frame when we do LinkedIn.
Okay.
It'll still switch between us, but at least you can still see the full frame. That's so funny. Okay, so the frame, it's the full size frame. Yep. And the lag is present. Cool. Cool, cool, cool. And then YouTube. Uh-huh. Whoa. So many things up on my tabs. Multi-streaming with Restream.io. Yay. It's not confusing to anybody at all. Multi-streaming with Restream.io. It's not confusing to anybody at all. Okay. That's some extra stuff right there. Okay. All right. Well, the good news is we have all three. Yay. Yay. But that much we figured out. Um,
Yes. On Instagram, Steph 1510 commented saying, just here if you need anything, the testing to see the guests. 1510 commented saying, just here. See, I can hear myself talking.
yeah, I know. I was just like, that has to be weird. Thanks, Steph.
But yeah, I was able to pin a comment on there.
That may be if that feels weird, maybe each of us can kind of take a platform to monitor and respond to. Like if you wanted to take Instagram just because you have it readily available, and maybe Raven can take YouTube and I can take LinkedIn.
Sure.
That way it still feels interactive.
Okay.
So that's always the benefit of a live, right? Is that people actually get a chance to, jump on the train while it's still moving, but also like this is the only time you have a chance to do X, Y, or Z. So
Mhm.
all right. Well, for inquiring minds, we're testing this because tomorrow we'll go live because this is, for those of you who don't know, this is my awesome social media intern for the summer, Ari, which because I have benefited so much from mentorship. I wanted to make sure that I was carving out time for mentorship as well. And the issue is, I will say really awesome things, brilliant things. And if it is not being recorded, it will be lost to time. And that's not like a flex. That is just legitimately like absent-minded professor syndrome. So here we are trying to like capture as much lightning in a bottle as possible. So with the understanding that Biscuits with the boss is partly kind of getting to know you, but also partly like what's going on? What questions do you have about the world or the industry or your part in the industry? And let's just let's have some tea and munch and like have a conversation. And it'll probably only last like 15, no more than 30 minutes. But because after that, if you have any like more personal questions that maybe you don't want to broadcast, which is fine, understandable. We'll pause, we'll invite people to the party, and then we'll finish our mentoring on our own.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, we're here. We'll take 2 more minutes. Any thoughts, feelings, questions for me before we sign off?
Um, what was I gonna say? So for tomorrow for the questions, I feel like tomorrow's like more of a getting to know you session or like getting to know each other session.
Yeah,
So for those questions, for my questions, I'll probably base them more on that. And then for like our future biscuits with the boss, I think it would be good to like have topics that we're discussing during those like 30 minutes, just so every week it's like something different and we're not too repetitive with like what we're saying, you know?
totally. Totally. Um, I'm a big fan of like yin and yang. So like start with an icebreaker and then, move on to a something a little more industry based or serious or what have you. Like, for example, I fully intend to dive deeper into what made you interested in broadcast journalism and how does that, you know, how did that develop away from like film or television? Like, what
Mhm.
was your inspiration? That kind of thing. Because quite frankly, my background is in theater and film and television, which is, you know, airs on the side of narrative. And I had to learn broadcast journalism once I started teaching production. So while that area is limited for me, like I also have a keener idea of why it would be appealing, right? Like I know who inspires me, who inspires you. Um, and then of course, like we can talk as much or as little as you want about like journalism is in a hard place right now in the industry. And, what are your hopes and fears when it comes to that? Because, and again, part of the reason for the mentorship is because I think when you hit a particular grind, people are paying you for your time when it comes to a job. Not everybody is invested in the growth over time. So
Mhm.
when you have the opportunity to ask questions kind of around the how to, right? Or the immediate why for, take it, take it.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I'm gonna make my questions
Please do.
when but yeah.
um, yeah, man. And other than that, like that I success. Like we have the live. I see the live. We now know that all three will work. Maybe the only other thing is other than the questions, we'll confirm what the opening and the closing is. Um, I do a lot of lives, but the opening is for somebody else for another company. So, I want to make sure that we're on brand. And then the written copy, because once the live is then posted, you just want to make sure that whatever the written copy is supports whatever was said.
Mhm. Okay. I'm gonna end the Instagram live then.
Cool. I'm also gonna end the stream. Hold on. To the stream.
Is it okay if to download your video, view this in the archive on this? Discard.
It says add channel.
Can I discard the video from today? Or do you want to keep that one also?
Oh yeah, the test. We don't need to keep the test.
Okay.
Um, this is gonna sound terrible. I'm not sure there's a way to end the live without ending the Zoom, so I may just have to end the Zoom.
Okay.
Um,
Yeah, no, that's fine. All
Here we are.
right. Well, I'll talk to you tomorrow then.
You will. The perils of figuring things out. Like we figured out how to launch the plane and we're sailing at a comfortable altitude and we're trying to land the damn plane. And it's like, well, no, we're gonna have to end the whole trip. It's
Oh,
it's
Lord.
all going right now. Uh it's so weird to see what I just said. 3-second delay, 5-second delay. Okay. All right. I am ending the Zoom now.
Okay.
And so for all intents and purposes, tomorrow is I'll do 11:30 check-in with Raven. You and I and Raven will check in at 12. We'll go live at 12:30.
Perfect. Sounds good. Thank you.
Oh, and we're gonna do posts with Canva after this. So let me end this Zoom. And do you want me to hop on another Zoom and we'll talk Canva?
Oh, sure. Okay.
Cool.
All right.
Actually, like, can you give me like 20 minutes and I'll hop on at like 1:30?
Yeah, sure.
Cool.
All
Thank
right.
you.